Iraq was even less involved than Afghanistan was, and Afghanistan wasn't even fucking involved at all.
Dude, life is just, it can be quite fucked sometimes.
Holy, that is so crazy.
You know what makes you kind of wonder? How much of like, after like 9/11, the stuff that I was told as American citizens was just not true?
What do you mean? A lot of it. Why did we invade Afghanistan?
I don't fucking know.
Why did we invade Iraq?
The bad guys were there.
Yeah, they hadn't, brother. 17 of the 19 hijackers were Saudi.
I know.
Why did we not invade Saudi Arabia and just went to random countries instead? Now, for Afghanistan, you could say, oh, they were holding Osama bin Laden. Okay, turns out he was in Pakistan anyway, which is, again, next to the fucking Pakistani military training facility. He was living there. But regardless, when he was in Afghanistan, we had the opportunity to extract him without invading Afghanistan, but we invaded it anyway.
Do you like George W. Bush?
Fuck no.
Well, when he dodged those shoes.
That was unfortunately one of those instances where you hate hearing about someone who is worthy of so much more worse things, but he just got good reflexes in that time.
Did you see him tell a security guard to back off when the second shoe was coming?
No.
He did. He told a security, I got this. I'm going to dodge this shoe. That's all I know. Dude, that's...
Yeah.
Whew. Man.
They lied about WMDs in Iraq. They were like, oh, they have, WMDs. We got to go invade Iraq. Iraq was even less involved. Iraq was even less involved than Afghanistan was. And Afghanistan wasn't even fucking involved at all.
Dude, life is just, it can be quite fucked sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm over here just enjoying my Veronica Khalil every morning.
But here's how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bush rejects Taliban offer to hand bin Laden.
Excuse me?
9:30 p.m. update. Taliban demand evidence of bin Laden's guilt. Second week of airstrike starts. Taliban urges U.S. to halt bombing.
Wait, they were going to hand him over?
Yeah, dude.
Didn't it take us 10 years to find this guy? And Barack was like, we got him.
Don't even get me started on. Osama bin Laden was a known asset.
I know.
And even before, there were plenty of people who did not like him and were actually against him amongst the Mujahideen, not the Taliban, but other groups in the Mujahideen in Afghanistan. On 9/10, they assassinated the guy who wanted to fucking give America, warned America about Osama bin Laden. But yeah, they rejected the Taliban offer to hand bin Laden,
Okay.
and they said, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Okay, this might be a loaded question. I'm learning everything for the first time. Everything seems new to me. Was bin Laden behind 9/11?
Yes.
Okay. So not everything I know is a lie.
No.
Okay. All right.
But bin Laden was before 9/11.
All right.
Osama bin Laden, for many, many years, got positive coverage even from the Western news. Did you know that?
No, I'd never heard of the guy before that happened.
Let me show you the tape.
No, oh no, there's a tape.
No, it's not a tape.
Didn't he play Counter-Strike?
It was also in the hentai, I think. Hold on. Osama bin Laden. Was it in the, which newspaper was it in? Guardian? Revolutionary.
Wait, was it? Oh my.
Center for Public Integrity, how the U.S. helped midwife a terrorist. The 9/10 guy is Ahmed Shah Massoud, but I'm not talking about that. Does anyone have the news article? You know what I'm talking about. The article about, not the Mujahideen, but like about Osama bin Laden specifically. Trained by the CIA, by the way. And so were the fucking, they knew of him. He was a known asset. Oh, this in the newspaper, this also had a photo of Osama bin Laden. Anti-Soviet warrior puts his army on the road to peace. The Saudi businessman who recruited Mujahideen now used them for large-scale building projects in Sudan. Robert Fisk met him in Al-Matik, 1993.
This is
Here's the photo, I think. Yeah, here it is. There he is. All 6'7" of old glory.
He was,
right there.
He was 6'7"?
Yeah, he's tall as hell, bro.
Did he play basketball?
He should have.
Dude, the world's insane. Just
yeah.
I'm getting cold shivers.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Austin is yelling from the background and said, "You'll never enjoy the national anthem as much again."
I mean, which one at this point? Me and Felix.
July 4th has never been celebrated the same since I started watching.
Oh no!
I heard he had a couple slam dunks back in September of 2001.
No, dude.
Yeah, he was playing with the wrong Rockets.
Dude, stop! Please stop! Oh my goodness, dude.
So, here's the thing: the reason why you are completely not knowledgeable of all these affairs is because it would make you fucking crazy if you constantly thought about this shit. And the entire purpose of the media is to basically dull your sensibilities into not knowing any of this shit. What I have to deal with is something that's worse. You are fantastic. You're charitable, you're curious, you're interested in this intellectually, and you're not going to like immediately be resistant to what I have to say. But the average person that constantly gets all of this fucking propaganda already has a resilience to what I have to say, and sometimes will go forth and defend it. They will defend the Israeli actions. That's what fucking pisses me off more than anything else. Motherfuckers that are not knowledgeable come in here and repeat talking points they heard from some fucking YouTuber who is also not knowledgeable on the issue, but they're also like, now the person is repeating a person that didn't already have like the full scope of the story and are like not even remembering the talking points correctly. And they're just pissing me the fuck off because they're so smarmy and fucking annoying about it. They're like, and also on top of that, they, especially in this instance, they'll also package it with like a shit ton of Islamophobic sentiment to be like, this morning someone fucking came in and was like, I heard your pager is beeping. Like, that's like a threat. You know what I mean? He's saying like,
oh my God,
you know, you're Hezbollah and you're going to blow up. Like we're, you know, I hope the American government kills you. That's what that means. And it's very frustrating because like, if you interrogate that person and try to figure out where they came to this conclusion, they have no knowledge whatsoever because it takes nothing to just be like, you're a fucking dirty, you know, sand N-word and you're going to blow up. It takes nothing to say that, you know?
Well, why would they say that? Where's the anger coming from?
Well, you weren't here this morning when I talked about it, but that anger comes from the fact that that motherfucker doesn't have health care. That motherfucker is fully aware of the hurt and harm caused to him by his own government. He at least experiences the impacts of it. He knows that his life is never going to be as good as his parents' generation. He knows he's never going to have a home. He knows he's never going to have a job. He's never going to, or have a meaningful job. He's never going to be able to retire. So that fucking makes him really angry.
He's frustrated.
And in that anger and frustration, he lashes out at whoever the fuck can hear him. And it makes him feel powerful in that moment to be like, this guy, this Twitch streamer, he has a lot of money. He's hot. People listen to him. But, you know, I'm going to piss him off because he's lower than me, because he's a fucking dirty Muslim defending other dirty Muslims that are getting brutalized by the American and Israeli militaries. That's where that anger comes from. That's where racism comes from. You know, the notion that someone will look at you and because you're black, assume automatically that you are worse than they are, that you're lower, you're inferior to them. That kind of like that kind of white supremacist sentiment.
I have dealt with that in the past.
Someone said Netanyahu's dead. No, he's not, bro. Shut the fuck up.
You want to know how I defeated it in the past?
No way. How?
So people used to call me like the N-word and stuff back in middle school, but then I realized I could say something to them that hurt them even more.
What?
I would just call them poor.
Okay.
It was a defense mechanism.
I understand, I guess. For real, HasanAbi argue with you dead ass 2 hours just to finally say, okay, well, maybe it's possible I don't have all the facts. Yeah. Oh yeah, LBJ.
What do you say?
LBJ,
Lyndon
quote? Big Dick Johnson said, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him something to look down to. He'll empty his pockets for you.
The president said this?
Yeah.
He said this.
Yeah, he had a fat cock, bro. What do you mean? He's unstoppable. He had a fat cock and he really wanted to do Vietnam.
But like, isn't this kind of insulting towards white people?
Oh, woe is me, bro.
No, I'm just saying. And then,
I mean, it is, but who gives a shit?
No, I'm saying, but it's like people... He's speaking the truth then.
Yeah.
I've never heard this quote before. That's interesting.
Nixon said words? Yeah, but he didn't say that about white people. Nixon said that about black people, Jews.
Was Nixon racist?
Dog, which American president wasn't racist?
Barack
Obama called Black Lives Matter protesters uppity thugs.
Who?
Barack Obama called Black Lives Matter protesters uppity thugs.
Oh. Was he joking?
No, he wasn't joking.
Better question, who's not racist?
Didn't he also do the pull your pants up shit too? I feel like he did that. He did that too. Who was not racist?
Just who in general?
I don't
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Barack Obama loved melting black and brown people overseas with drone strikes, dude. He fucking blew up a goddamn hospital. He even killed Italian doctors.
wait, he did that?
Yeah, bro, Kunduz.
I don't know what that
He
is.
blew up a hospital in Kunduz.
And for fun, I don't
the
understand.
hospital was a Doctors Without Borders hospital, so he had to apologize for it because like he killed white people too. He blew up weddings.
I've raised money for them before.
What?
Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah,
I've raised money for those before.
they're sick. I love Doctors Without Borders. Goddamn commie doesn't want. Yeah, he had to apologize.
An error with fatal consequences. Barack Obama has apologized to Doctors Without Borders
I mean, at least
for
he
the US
apologized,
bombing.
right?
Yeah, because he killed white people. How many hospitals did they fucking blow up that they never apologized for because there were no white people there? This happened to be.
Who's the guy on the left?
I think he's. I'm
Raid
assuming the
that
French.
mistakenly hit the
leader or something, I
NGO
don't
in
know.
Kunduz, killing 22 people.
I actually don't
President
know. who that
Obama
guy
spoke
is.
by telephone with Doctors Without Borders International President Dr.
Who's the German president.
Joanne Liu to apologize and express his condolences for the MSF staff and patients who were killed and injured when a U.S. military airstrike mistakenly struck an MSF field hospital in Kunduz. After completing that call, the president telephoned.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did all he say was I'm sorry? Did he do
He
anything?
hit the wrong location. It has nothing to do with white people. Lol W. Stop it. No, dog. No, you fucking idiot. He apologized because white people were killed. How many wrong locations the American government fucking target over and over again with no apologies? This is what I mean. This motherfucker doesn't know the facts. I do. He misunderstood me, and now it's like my problem. You know what I mean? He's making his problem my issue. He's making it the issue of 35,000 people that are watching right now. And it's very fucking annoying, you know?
Jeez.
My old look. My boomer black chatter. Bro, telling young black men to pull their pants up ain't racist, brother. It's saying be respectful to yourself, not having your ass hang out.
I mean, to be fair, my mother also told me to pull my pants up.
Isn't she also conservative?
No, my mom rants about Donald Trump all the time.
I know, but like that doesn't change
No.
the dynamic. You can still be conservative and be anti.
Well, no, she's voting for the blue team.
The Democrats? Come on, you know
Listen, she's just super religious and she doesn't like
okay,
awesome
there
show.
you go.
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Isn't it quite ignorant being I know more than you? Yeah, it is. If I was not fully aware of the situation and also knew that that person didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So in this situation, it's actually not ignorant. It's addressing ignorance. But you are hyper focused on the aesthetics of it. Okay. But you assume people don't? Yes. Because in a situation where I have the full scope of knowledge and I'm talking about a specific aspect of Barack Obama's drone program where one of the unintentional targets was a hospital that was a Doctors Without Borders hospital, which was unceremoniously and uniquely apologized for as opposed to the litany of other fucking strikes that Barack Obama never apologized for. I'm saying he only apologized because he killed Western doctors. Okay. And if you come in here in this situation, if you come in here and you tell me like, nah, it had nothing to do with white people, lol, then yeah, you are ignorant of the facts and it shouldn't hurt your feelings that you are not knowledgeable. The more you know, the more you realize that you don't know. You're so wrong, it's ridiculous. You're so left, you're actually on the right, fully aware. Bro thinks he knows everything.
This guy must have got a gifted sub. There's no way he paid
of course.
for this.
He did. And he did that, and now he won't see the top of the hour ad break, which is coming in the middle of the hour because I forgot to run it. And there are plenty of others like him, but it's all good. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Admitting you misfired and showed military incompetence is only deployed when white people are the collateral. I am going to in a second. They would never admit to military incompetence when innocent black and brown civilians are impacted. Yes. By the way, ironically, another incident occurred with the World Central Kitchen aid bombings. Israel never apologized for killing 200 humanitarian aid workers before the World Central Kitchen aid workers were killed. 200. Why? Because those humanitarian aid workers were fucking brown. They were Arab. They were Lebanese. They were Palestinian. Okay? They only apologized for it because World Central Kitchen aid workers were killed, and they were fucking Canadian and Australian and British. Okay? The entire purpose of why these organizations like Doctors Without Borders exist is because everybody knows that America is going to be at least a little bit more careful if there's white people there. Okay? That these agencies are going to be a little bit more careful with their targeting when there's valuable people there, white people. Okay? That's literally the entire purpose of Doctors Without Borders. That is literally the entire purpose of aid groups like this. That is the whole purpose. And they will tell you that, by the way, in their fucking mission statement. It's so funny that people just still try to deny the like abject reality. There's a Polish guy there too. Yeah. Worth noting that Republicans at the time said Obama was weak for apologizing for the U.S. on the world stage for doing war crimes. Yeah. Yeah. 75% of aid workers killed this year were literally killed by Israel. World Humanitarian Day 2024, with number of aid workers killed reaching record high, UN and partners demand those in power, #act for humanity. Outrageously high number of humanitarian aid workers killed, with 280 aid workers killed in 33 countries last year. 2023 marked the deadliest year on the record for global humanitarian community. The outrageously high number represents a 137% increase compared to 2022, when 118 aid workers were killed. 2024 may be on track for an even deadlier outcome. More than half of the 2023 deaths were recorded in the first 3 months, October to December, of the hostilities in Gaza, mostly a result of airstrikes. Good guys. Israel deliberately targets and assassinates journalists. Israel has killed the overwhelming majority of journalists in conflict throughout history at this point in Gaza alone. And the same goes for fucking humanitarian aid workers that are killed. Ultimately, they get to kill whoever the fuck they want. And you can't say a damn thing about it, because if you do say a damn thing about it, you're anti-Semitic. Shut the fuck up. That's it. Hasan doesn't often accept he might be wrong. I don't think he's wrong in this instance, but that's not exactly relevant. That's not correct. I do accept when I'm wrong. Like when I fucking said Russia will never invade Ukraine, and ain't nobody ever let me fucking live that down. Okay. So you're wrong. Ironically, I'll give you examples.
They did invade
Another
Ukraine.
thing that I was wrong about, for example, was, dude, fuck. I was thinking about this the other day. I was wrong when I said I don't think the Republicans will actually take away abortion rights, because that would be an unimaginably stupid thing for them to do so, because they would suffer political penalties. I said this years ago. Okay. That's a JDAM. What? That part is true. That's a JDAM. You're a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. They blew up every fucking hospital. I was completely right on that. You can suck my cock. Yeah, it wasn't a JDAM, but it doesn't matter. They blew up every fucking hospital in the strip. You don't give a shit. You were wrong about Moon Moon and apologize. Yep, that's right. I was wrong.
Wait, what'd you say about Moon Moon?
I defended Goon Goon back in the day against Cutie Cinderella, when Cutie Cinderella was like, ERP is like weird and wrong.
Oh,
and
you
like,
want to
a lot
actually
of people...
talking about that? Because I was doing it.
What?
That's why that topic was hot.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was about. But anyway, basically, okay, well, she was right about that then too.
What?
She was right about that as well. She was doubly right.
No.
What do you mean? You're single now.
That has nothing to do with it.
Still.
Bro, are you kidding me? No way, bro. You're just like Twitter. Relax, man. No way, dude. No way, bro.
I don't know the details.
Way.
You were wrong about Usopp. I want to apologize. I'm right about Usopp.
What the fuck? Help, chat. Tell me it had nothing to do with it. Stop.
Hasan is a Twitter Andy. I actually don't know what the details are, and I haven't asked you at all.
It's just...
But Cutie was right about Moon Moon, it seems. Anyway, accept his wrongs and adjust himself hundreds of times a day. That's how his lock predictions come true all the time, idiots. Yeah, that's the other. Anyway, what else? What else was I wrong about? Give me more. I'm sure there's like other shit that I've been wrong about.
Chat, stop spamming Hipgate. It was fried. It was fried before Hipgate. Trust me.
Wrong about One Piece. That's true. I was wrong about the Korean movement, the 4B feminism movement in Korea, until I found the full scope. Until I found out how insane shit was in Korea in terms of the gender wars.
It's okay to be wrong, by the way. That's the only way you can really improve.
Oh, another thing I was wrong about, the existence of the pro-NATO would-be Trump assassin. I said historically, I mean, that wasn't as consequential. And that was just mostly me joking, saying that like, no one is like a pro-NATO voter. When I say that, I mean like there is not a significant number of voters that could change the outcome of an election. That's a little bit of embellishment, okay? Wrong about farting on airplanes. Not only am I think I invented Ryan Ruth. Anyway, this is Inside Memes. Nick is going to get bored after talking for hours and hours and hours and learning about so much of the conflict and the genocide in Israel, or genocide that Israel is committing in Gaza. Anyway, yeah, but that was wonderful. I'm glad that you sat your ass down and you listened.
Oh, I had a great time, brother.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, am I getting kicked
Okay.
out now?
No, not at all.
Oh, no, I've been having a hell, dude. I'm not kidding you. Like, this is really fun for me. I'm not. Also, I was getting a bit overwhelmed at some point, almost to the verge of tears with some of the things you were telling me. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
I'm actually been quite emotional recently because whatever.
For obvious reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, some of this stuff like is just I had no idea what was going on. I really didn't. But I'm glad you told me. And your community is so nice and welcoming.
Yeah.
Even though I asked
Should
some
we
dumb
go?
questions.
God damn, dude. Holy shit.